It's time now for the Bear Show 11 o'clock news on this Saturday night, August 1st, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your 11 o'clock news at 9 0 and the top 3 at 11 o'clock in this late Saturday night. Here is amid heightened speculation about whether he will seek the Democratic presidential nomination. Vice President Joe Biden remains at least a month from a decision and has largely left preparatory work to the small circle of trusted longtime aides. Friday was the deadline for the Super PAC's groups that operate outside candidates' office of an official presidential campaign to follow their fundraising reports with federal regulators. Conflict reports emerged on whether Jericho, the brother of slain Cecil Line, was also killed Saturday in a legal hunt in Zimbabwe. Dana Point, California, conservative manufacturer Charles Koch assailed the banking industry Saturday for accepting corporate welfare, saying that financial balance have left big banks controlled by government regulators. The sister, stepmother, and a brother-in-law of Osama bin Laden were on a holiday in the UK when their private jet crashed into a auction site during an attempted landing at an Hampshire airport, killing them both. Atlanta family and friends said goodbye Saturday to Bobby Christina Brown, the only child of late Whitney Houston and singer Bobby Brown, at a private funeral just north of Atlanta. In Louisville, Kentucky, more than 200 drunken driving cases could be in jeopardy after officials said a former breath test operator for Louisville's Corrections Department in Kentucky was suspended after an allegation that she lied in a report and in testimony under. In Kabul, less than a week ago, Afghanistan seemed to be edging toward peace. Taliban and insurgent leaders were preparing to attend a second round of negotiations with Afghan officials, followed by a Pakistani 40 days thaw in a long Chile. A wing flap suspected to be from Malaysian Airlines Flight 378 arrived Saturday at a French military facility, what to be analyzed by experts. The UK and France have urged other EU nations to help address the root cause of the careless migrant crisis. In the Sunday Telegraph, Home Secretary Theresa May and her French counterpart Bernard Cazeneuve said the situation was a global migration. And Kakramis, Turkey, for years, Turkey's porous border with Syria provided a lifeline for the Islamic State, allowing the group to ferry weapons and fighters through a war zone where it was building its brutal caliphate. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has been indicted by a county grand jury on felony charges that he committed securities fraud and failed to register with the state securities board. People familiar with the matter said on Saturday. Oh. And Walla Walla, Washington, another summer of record-breaking drought and heat has seized the West, setting off costly and destructive wildfires from Southern California, where a single blaze burned more than 30,000 acres of national forest east of Los Angeles. In Detroit, a teenager was suing the Detroit Public Schools and two district police officers for allegedly violating his rights after he was locked up for more than a month over a snowball. Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport ticketing reopened Saturday after being evacuated for about 2 hours when an attendant bag tested positive for explosives. A CEO from Seattle has been forced rent out of his home after his business suffered when he raised the minimum wage to $70,000. Dan Price, 31, made headlines in the U.S. 3 months ago when he made the decision to increase the salaries of all 120 staff members. Olympia, Washington. The price of gas may be going down naturally, but Washington State drivers all the way are paying above the national average rate. See even the higher prices at pump fallen Saturday, 7 cents per gallon, increase in the state's gas tax. In a word sign of the U.S. economy, U.S. labor costs recorded their smallest increase in the last 33 years in the second quarter, thanks to a bad gains in the private sector. And the race to predict the timing of the Federal Reserve anticipated interest rate rise. Traders are digging even deeper to slew economic data points released every day. Last night, folks had an opportunity to see something that happens only once in a blue moon, hence the expression. Friday's forecast of blue moon presented a rare treat for stargazers, but the moon didn't actually change colors. A successful trial vaccine against Ebola is being seen as pivotal in the fight against infectious diseases. Analysts of the drug found that it was 100% effective when used in certain conditions in Guinea. As Medicare and Medicaid celebrated their 50th anniversary this week, President Obama has not knocked critics who say the program needed to address the customer survive, accused of making a political excuse. With potentially long lag times between applying for coverage and receiving an insurance card, consumers are not sure what the coverage takes effect or what to do if they need medical attention before receiving proof of insurance. Dr. Howard W. Jones, a Johns Hopkins physician who pioneered research into the fight for fertilization, died at the age of 104. Alright, Peter Channel News time, 11:05. Time for New England Incident Alerts here. Saugus, Massachusetts on Route 1 south at 10:53 p.m. A large group of 60 or more youths in a parking lot unknown activity time. Units are responding updates the following. Chelsea, Massachusetts, Congress Avenue, and medical aid. Injury after the fall. Victim fell from third floor, escape to a second floor, fire escape. Police department, fire department, and email responding as updates to follow. And now look at the sports here at 5 minutes after 11 p.m. here. Travis Shaw's teammates teased him about going for the second and last bet. He finished with an even better hit by building his second home today as the Boston Red Sox carry past the Tampa Bay Rays 11-7 here. As the Red Sox Rays play again tomorrow afternoon here. And Boston Red Sox president Larry Lucchino steps down as president and CEO of the team. Alright, other scores behind the majors win in this late Saturday night here. Oakland Athletics played in the Cleveland Indians, 4-1 in the top of the 7th. San Francisco Giants, Texas Rangers started 7 in the top of the 8th. Kansas City Royals over the Toronto Blue Jays 7-6. Los Angeles Dodgers over the Los Angeles Angels 3-1. Baltimore Orioles over the Detroit Tigers 6-2. Philadelphia Phillies over the Atlanta Braves 12-2. Chicago White Sox New York Yankees 8-2. Chicago Cubs edge out the Milwaukee Brewers 4-2. Cincinnati Reds over the Pittsburgh Pirates 4-3. San Diego Padres over Miami Marlins 5-3. New York Mets over the Washington Nationals 3-2. Houston Astros over the Arizona Diamondbacks 9-2. Minnesota Twins over the Seattle Mariners 3-2. And the Colorado Rockies over the St. Louis Cardinals 6-2. And MLS soccer scores here. New England Revolution over the Toronto 3-1 at Gillette Stadium here. In the 45th minute, Vancouver leading Seattle 1-0. Montreal 3, New York City Football Club 2, DC United 6, Real Salt Lake 4, New York Red Bull 3, Philadelphia Union 1, Orlando Football Club 5, Columbus Crew 2, Houston Dynamo 1, Kansas City 1, and Los Angeles Galaxy 3, Colorado Rapids 1. Long Pond, Pennsylvania, if NASCAR trucks were houses, Pocono race will be in Germany because of 16 road mansions and now one sport is parking place. Built as a shrine of speed as the track embraces the change and maintains its charm. Here, Channel News Time, 11:07 here on this late Saturday night. Here, time to have a travel report on this late Saturday night here. And it's looking good. And the Ocean State of Rhode Island here on the Cape is looking good. 6 is looking good from Sagamore to Orleans. And Twain is looking good from Bourne to Falmouth and all the way up to Chatham here. Except for a few slow spots behind it stretch here. 120 on the northbound side. It is slow from Westwood all the way out to before Route 1 in Norwood here. On the northbound side, southbound side, it's slow from 95 in Kenton all the way out to before Route 24 in Randolph here. Mass parking in the westbound side, it is slow from South Boston all the way up to the Austin Brandon tolls. Mass parking in the eastbound side, slow from Austin Brandon tolls. And mass park also slow before Route 120 in the west there. Mass park interchange with 290 and 395 and all emergency a little slow. 120 on the northbound side, a little slow around Lexington stretch here. 120 on the northbound side, slow for the Gloucester stretch here. Up in New Hampshire, 93 on the northbound side, so the Hooks toll booths. Main trip back on the southbound side, so the York Toll Plaza here. And Falmouth Spurs a little slow here. And 295 on the northbound side, so before Route 95 for Gutter and Main here. But otherwise, smooth sailing community on this late Saturday night on highways, byways in New England here. And take a look at the ETA alerts here. Still on NL5 experience with minor delays. Still on SL4 experience with minor delays due to stable bus on the rear rail. It's looking good, and the ferries are looking good here. Here, Channel News Time, 11:09 on this late Saturday night. Time now for a weather report here. Tonight, part clouds got low at 62 degrees, light west wind. Sunday, sun's got about 84 degrees, southwest about 3 to 8 miles an hour here. Saturday night, clear got low at 64 degrees, southwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour here. Monday, both sides got about 88 degrees, southwest about 5 to 11 miles because it's 23 miles an hour here. Monday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms mid after midnight. Those skies got low at 69 degrees, southward about 6 to 10 miles because it's 23 miles an hour. Anticipation 30%. Tuesday, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Park skies got about 86 degrees. Anticipation is 30%. Tuesday, park skies got about 65 degrees. Wednesday, most of the park skies got about 82 to about 60 degrees. Thursday, parts of most skies got about 80 to about 61 degrees. Friday, parts of most skies got about 78 to about 61 degrees. And for Saturday, chance of showers, parts skies got about 78 degrees. Anticipation 30%. Not in temperature air. 11:09 p.m. Sending at 663 for first guys with of 9%. And that's been the period show late night news on this late Saturday night, August 1st, 2015. Please have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more report.